Thank you for buying a BrodTeNS. Although every product is delivered with instructions, you may also find this video useful. Your BrodTeNS arrives with a tough but very comfortable silicone band that still allows your skin to breathe, so it's ideal for active or sports people. Included is a tool for replacing the electrodes and a spare electrode plate with electrodes fitted, and a spare locating pin. We do not fit the silicone band because it must be trimmed to precisely the correct length, which, of course, can only be completed by you, the customer. To fit the band, you may find an extra pair of hands useful to help you get it measured against your wrist before you shorten it to the exact size. You will also need a pair of scissors and a pen. Start by threading the band through the slots in the module so that it lies across the flat side. Position the module so that it lies centrally on the underside of the wrist. Now, this is where some assistance may be useful. Hold the closed clasp against the back of the wrist and wrap the band around the wrist so that the loose end lies against the side of the clasp. The band should keep in contact with the skin all round the wrist, but be careful not to pull it and make it too tight. Further adjustments can always be made later if the band is too loose. Locate the pin tunnel, that's these little tunnels through the band, adjacent to the locating pin in the clasp. It's in the third hole from the end, just here, and mark it with a pen. Now cut the band through the centre of the V-shape immediately after the pin tunnel you have marked. Open the clasp by lifting the safety catch and pinching the two locks on either side of the clasp. Now you just have to fasten the band to the clasp. The locating pins are spring-loaded, which makes them much easier than tiny screws. Using the pin removal tool, simply feed it into the hole that the pin is located in. This will compress the spring, allowing it to be removed. Pass the pin through the last pin tunnel of your band and replace the pin in the same pair of holes that it was removed from by depressing the end of the pin. That's it. Now you can fit the BrodTeNS to your wrist and make any final adjustments. The band should be positioned about 3 fingers width from the crease of your skin where your hand meets your wrist, allowing the acupressure stimulator, that is the central raised ridge shown here, to sit between the tendons on the underside of your wrist. If the band is too tight, you can move the pin down a hole or two. If it is too loose, you can remove a pin tunnel. We only recommend removing one at a time. The copper and zinc electrodes must be in contact with your skin to allow the module to generate a microcurrent. If the band is too loose, you will not get the benefit, but neither should it be uncomfortably tight. Don't be in a hurry to fit your BrodTeNS. Take your time to get a comfortable fit. Not too tight and not too loose. After all, it will be with you for a long time. Finally, take a look at how easy it is to change the electrodes. Over a period of time, the shiny electrodes will dull and the zinc coating will disappear. This is part of the microcurrent generating process. You will know when the electrodes need replacing because the zinc will turn from silver to dark grey and will eventually show a copper colour. It is then that the electrodes must be replaced. They may not need changing for a year, so make sure you know where you have stored the spare set and the removal tool. When you need more in years to come, they are available from our website. To change the electrodes, simply insert the end of the tool into the small slot on the side of the electrode base and lever it away from the stainless steel body. Then just position the new electrode base and press it in. It's as easy as that.